Hi, Aquarius. Welcome back to Moonveil Tarot. And if you're new here, hello and welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Whatever you're doing right now, just pause for a second. Because out of everyone scrolling right now, out of everyone who could have landed here, this found you. And I don't take that lightly. I don't say that to make you feel good. I say it because the cards I just pulled for you are not general. They're not for everyone. And the specific thing God is trying to get to you through this reading right now has been trying to reach you for a while. And today it finally did. So don't close this. Don't skip ahead. Every single word in this reading is here for a reason. And that reason is you. Drop a comment right now and say, God put this here for me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do that now and turn on that notification bell. Okay, let's pull. I'm pulling completely intuitively today, no set structure, just whatever comes through, because a reading like this one doesn't follow a formula. The High Priestess, the Star, the Wheel of Fortune, the High Priestess, the Star, and the Wheel of Fortune together right at the top. And I'm telling you, these three cards landing first is not random. The High Priestess first, and the High Priestess is the you already know card. The card of deep inner knowing. The quiet voice underneath everything else that's been whispering something true, even when the noise of your life made it hard to hear. And in this position, the High Priestess is telling me something very specific. God has been communicating with you, not through lightning bolts or loud signs, through the quiet, through the feeling that kept coming back even when you tried to let it go, through the knowing that lived underneath your doubt. And the High Priestess in your cards right now is the universe saying, that voice you keep second guessing, that's not your imagination. That's God talking. And what it's been saying is exactly what this reading is about to confirm, then the star. And the star here is your faith. The specific, stubborn, won't go out kind. And I want to ask you something honestly. Has it been hard lately to keep believing? Like genuinely hard? Not in a dramatic way, in a quiet, persistent way where you're doing all the right things and holding it together and keeping the star lit. But some days it takes everything you have just to keep it from going dark. And the star in this position is the universe seeing that effort. The specific effort of keeping faith alive when the evidence around you hasn't caught up to what you believe is possible. And the star here isn't just saying your faith is noted, it's saying your faith is the reason this reading found you. Because 0.1% find this. And the 0.1% are the ones who kept the star lit. And the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune right here with the High Priestess and the star, is the most specific message the universe could send. Because the Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion and things arriving bigger than what was expected. And the wheel is not a gentle card. When it turns completely. And what the Wheel of Fortune is showing me in this position, the thing the High Priestess has been quietly knowing and the star has been faithfully holding on for, is about to arrive, not in some vague future. The wheel is mid-turn right now, and mid-turn means the destination is close. Drop a comment and say the wheel is turning for me, because it is, and you're about to feel it. The Judgment card, the Eight of Wands, and the Oracle card, God has been preparing this for longer than you've been waiting. Okay, the Judgment card, the Eight of Wands, and the Oracle card, God has been preparing this for longer than you've been waiting. And these three together just answered every question about timing. Judgment first. And Judgment is the Resurrection card. The something that was held is now released card. And I want to say something about this card that I think matters a lot right now. Judgment doesn't arrive when things are perfect. It arrives when the preparation is complete. And there's a difference between those two things. Perfect is a standard that moves. Complete is a moment that arrives. And what the Judgment card is showing me is that what God has been building, what the wheel has been turning toward, and the star has been holding on for, the preparation is complete. And what gets released when Judgment arrives is everything that was being held until this moment. And this moment is now. Then the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is speed. Things moving fast. And in this position next to the Judgment card, the Eight of Wands is telling me something very specific about what's coming. It's not going to ease in. It's going to arrive quickly in a way that might catch you off guard even after this reading, because the Eight of Wands speed is the kind where you look up and something has changed and you go, oh, when did that happen? And the answer is just now. Because that's how the Eight of Wands works. And paired with the Judgment card, with the something held being released, the Eight of Wands speed means what's been held arrives fast, faster than you're probably expecting. And soon, and the Oracle card, God has been preparing this for longer than you've been waiting. And your guides want this to land properly, because I think sometimes in the waiting we assume God forgot or got distracted, or that maybe we got the timing wrong somehow. And the Oracle card is saying, no, while you were waiting, something was being built. While you were keeping the star lit through the hard nights, the preparation was running. While the wheel was churning through its arc, things were being positioned. And what got prepared in all that time is not a small thing. It's proportional to the waiting. And the waiting was long. So what's prepared is significant. And it's ready. And it's coming. The Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the Empress. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the Empress. And I need you to really receive what these three cards together are saying about what's actually coming. Ace of Pentacles first. And the Ace of Pentacles is a brand new material beginning. Something tangible, something real, something you can actually hold in your physical life. And in this position, the Ace of Pentacles is showing me that what God prepared, what the Judgment card is releasing and the Eight of Wands is bringing fast, has a material component. Something that changes the actual circumstances of your physical life, not just a feeling, not just a spiritual shift. Something real in the world you live in every day. And the Ace of Pentacles is a beginning card, which means what arrives isn't the whole thing. It's the opening of a chapter. And the chapter that's opening is the one you've been holding on for. Then the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups next to the Ace of Pentacles is the emotional fulfillment alongside the material shift. Like the universe is saying, it's not just circumstances changing, it's how you feel about your life changing. And the Ten of Cups is the everything card. Complete, full, joy that lives in the body, love that's real, a life that feels genuinely good on the inside, not just functional on the outside. And for those of you who have been functioning on the outside while something quieter and harder has been happening on the inside, the Ten of Cups is for the inside. It's the emotional life catching up to the faith that kept it going. And that catching up is what's coming. And the Empress. And the Empress here is who you become on the other side of all of this. And the Empress doesn't get here by accident. She gets here through the High Priestess knowing and the star staying lit and the Hermit processing and the wheel turning and the faith holding on through the nights when it was hard. And the Empress that emerges from that journey isn't someone who forgot what she went through. She's someone who is shaped by it, more grounded because of it, more certain of who she is because of it. And the 0.1% who find this reading, who God put this in front of today, the Empress is where they're going, not the performance of abundance, the real thing, the full thing. And it's yours. And it's close. The Oracle card, you are one of the ones God doesn't give up on. You are one of the ones God doesn't give up on. And I need you to just sit with that for a second, because some of you have been in seasons where it felt like everyone gave up, where things kept not working out, where you kept doing the right things and the breakthrough kept not coming. And in those seasons, it's easy to start wondering if maybe this is just how it is. If maybe you're someone things don't work out for, and your guides are saying, no, you are one of the ones God doesn't give up on. And the proof of that is this reading finding you. The 0.1% aren't random. They're chosen, not because they're perfect, because they're the ones who kept going even when going felt impossible. And you kept going. Drop a comment and say, I am one of the ones God doesn't give up on. Because you are. And today, the proof of that is arriving. The Lovers, the Four of Wands, the World. Okay. The Lovers, the Four of Wands, and the World. And this combination for where you're going is extraordinary. Let me go through each one. The Lovers first. And the Lovers here isn't only about romantic love, though for many of you it absolutely includes that. The Lovers is the alignment card, the soul level recognition card, the specific feeling of this fits, this is right, this is what I was being prepared for even when I couldn't see it. And the Lovers arriving in this position is God saying, what's coming has that quality, that click of something aligning in a way that answers questions you've been carrying. And for those of you who have been wondering about love specifically, wondering when the right person comes, when something real shows up, the Lovers card in this position is a very specific yes. What's coming has the Lovers card on it. And the Lovers card doesn't show up for things that aren't real than the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is homecoming, arrival, the specific feeling of, oh, I'm finally here. And what I love about the Four of Wands in this position is the settling quality of it. Like something that has been uncertain or in between or not quite yet finally just lands. And the landing isn't quiet. The Four of Wands celebrates. And the celebration of the Four of Wands, after the High Priestess knowing and the Star holding on and the wheel turning and the Judgment releasing, that celebration is one of the most earned versions of it there is. And earned celebrations feel different. They feel all the way through. And that's what's coming all the way through in the world. And the world at the end of this reading is the universe's signature on everything. Full circle, complete. The destination, the whole journey was always pointing toward. And I want to say something about the World card that I feel strongly about. It doesn't mean the journey is over. It means you've arrived somewhere real, somewhere solid, somewhere that can be built on. And the World card for the 0.1% who find this reading, who God put this in front of today, is the universe saying the journey you've been on was going somewhere the whole time. And where it was going is here. And here is the beginning of everything that comes next. And everything that comes next is extraordinary. Okay. Tea leaf cards, 6 of them, getting very specific. First tea leaf card. A door that was locked for so long you stopped trying it, opening. A door that was locked for so long you stopped trying it, opening. And this is the most specific thing the tea leaves could show me about the timing, because this isn't a new door. This is a door you already know, a door you tried before, maybe more than once, maybe many times, and then at some point stopped trying because it was locked. And locked doors don't open just because you want them to. And then one day, without you pushing it, without you trying it again, it opens from the other side. And that's what this tea leaf card is showing me. The door you stopped trying is opening. And what's on the other side of it is exactly what was always supposed to be there. You just couldn't get to it until now. Next tea leaf card, someone who kept going when they had every reason to stop, being rewarded. Someone who kept going when they had every reason to stop, being rewarded. And this image is you, specifically you, the keeping going, the hard seasons, the star staying lit through nights when everything in you wanted to let it go dark. And the tea leaf card is showing me that the keeping going is what the reward is based on, not perfection, not having figured everything out, just the specific act of continuing, of getting up, of holding on one more day, of keeping the star burning even when you had every reason to put it down. And that specific act, repeated over and over in the quiet, is what God saw, and what God sees gets answered. And the answering is now. Next tea leaf card. A frequency so specific only certain people can receive it. A frequency so specific only certain people can receive it. And this is why 0.1%, not because the other 99.9% are less than, but because this specific message is calibrated to a specific frequency. And the frequency is the people who kept going, who kept believing, who have the high priestess knowing underneath all the noise, who have the star burning even on the hard days. And that frequency is yours. It's been yours through everything. And what gets transmitted on that frequency, what God puts in front of the people carrying it, is specific and real and exactly what they need. And this reading is on that frequency. And you received it because you're one of the ones it was made for. Next tea leaf card, abundance arriving through a channel that was always open, just not yet visible. Abundance arriving through a channel that was always open, just not yet visible. And I love this tea leaf card because of the just not yet visible part. Because the channel wasn't blocked, it wasn't closed, it wasn't unavailable. It was just not yet visible from where you were standing. And what God has been doing in the preparation, in the longer than you were waiting preparation, is moving you to the angle from which the channel becomes visible. And from where you're standing right now, it's becoming visible. And the abundance coming through it was always meant to reach you. And now the path is clear. Next tea leaf card. The version of your life you prayed for in private, becoming the version you're living publicly. The version of your life you prayed for in private, becoming the version you're living publicly. And this image, because there is a specific version of your life that you have prayed for privately, not posted about, not said out loud to most people. The private version, the one you held carefully because it felt too real to expose to other people's opinions. And that specific private prayer, the version of life you held close, is what the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups and the Empress and the Lovers and the Four of Wands and the World card are all pointing toward. And the tea leaf card is showing me the moment the private version becomes the public reality. And that moment is closer than any prayer you've sent has ever been to its answer. And the last tea leaf card, God's fingerprints all over something that looks like coincidence. God's fingerprints all over something that looks like coincidence. And your guides ended on this because it's the most honest description of how the blessing arrives, not through something that announces itself as divine, through something that looks on the surface like timing, like a coincidence, like just so happening, like a reading that found you today when you needed it. And the tea leaf card is saying, when the thing arrives that the Wheel of Fortune was turning toward and the Judgment card was releasing and the Eight of Wands was bringing fast, it might look like coincidence. It might look like timing. It might look like things just falling into place. And when you look closer, God's fingerprints will be all over it. And you'll know, because you're one of the 0.1%. And the 0.1% always recognizes the fingerprints. Okay, final messages from your guides. 6 cards. You were guided here, and you were guided here specifically. You were guided here, and specifically here, not to a general reading, not to something that could apply to anyone, to a reading that's calibrated to the frequency you carry, to the High Priestess knowing and the star staying lit and the keeping going and the private prayers. And the guidance that brought you here today is the same guidance that's been with you through all of it, through the hard nights and the waiting and the moments when the star almost went dark and you kept it lit anyway. That guidance didn't leave. It never left. And today it brought you here to this, as confirmation, as evidence, as proof that what you've been holding on for is real. And it's here. Next, final card. The waiting wasn't God being slow, it was God being precise. The waiting wasn't God being slow, it was God being precise. And your guides are so specific here, because the waiting was long, and long waiting has a way of feeling like being forgotten. Like maybe you got the message wrong. Like maybe the door wasn't for you. Like maybe the star you kept burning wasn't pointing toward anything real. And your guides are correcting all of that right now. The waiting wasn't slowness, it was precision. Things were being timed to the exact moment they need to arrive for them to be what they're supposed to be. And the exact moment is now, which is why this reading found you today, which is why the wheel is mid-turn right now, which is why the Judgment card is releasing what was held, not eventually, now, precisely now. Next, final card. Your prayers were never lost. They were being answered in order. Your prayers were never lost. They were being answered in order. And this message, because I think some prayers start to feel lost, like they went up and disappeared into silence. And your guides are saying, no prayer was lost, not one. They were being answered in order, which means some of what you prayed for was waiting for other things to be answered first. Not because your prayer was less important, because the answer required a foundation. And the foundation required time to set. And the foundation is set. And the prayers that were waiting for it are about to be answered all at once, with the Eight of Wands speed and the Judgment card completeness. And you're going to look around at your life and understand they were all in motion the whole time. Next final card. Receive this with both hands open. Don't let the magnitude of it make you back away. Receive this with both hands open. Don't let the magnitude of it make you back away. And your guides are being so direct here because what's coming is significant. And significant things sometimes trigger a pulling back, this seems too good response, a minimizing, I don't want to get my hopes up even as the hope is arriving. And your guides are saying, don't. Receive it with both hands open. Let the Ace of Pentacles land completely. Let the Ten of Cups fill completely. Let the Lover's card be what it is. Let the Four of Wands settle you all the way. Let the World card mean what it means. And don't back away from the magnitude of it, because the magnitude is proportional to the waiting, and you waited long. So receive big. Next, final card. Save this and come back when it arrives. Save this and come back when it arrives. Save this reading right now. Bookmark it. Share it with someone today. Because when you share something given by God, what comes back to you is tenfold, always. And come back when the door that was locked opens. Come back when the channel becomes visible. Come back when the private prayer becomes the public reality. Come back when you see God's fingerprints all over something that looks like coincidence. Look back at this moment and understand this is where you found out it was coming, before it arrived. And when you come back, drop a comment and tell us what happened, because it's going to happen and we want to be there when it does. And the very last card, God put this here on purpose, and the purpose is becoming clear. God put this here on purpose, and the purpose is becoming clear, because the purpose wasn't just for you to watch a reading today. The purpose was for you to know before it arrives that what's coming is real, that the preparation is complete, that the wheel is mid-turn, that the Judgment card is releasing, that the Eight of Wands is bringing it fast, and that the High Priestess, knowing you've been carrying, and the star you kept burning, and the prayers that were never lost, they were all building toward this moment. This specific moment, where a reading found 0.1% of people and you were one of them. And what comes after this moment, the Ace of Pentacles landing and the Ten of Cups filling and the Empress emerging and the Lovers clicking and the Four of Wands settling and the World arriving, is the purpose becoming real. And God put this here for you so you'd know it was always on its way. Okay, to bring it all home, only 0.1% will see this. And God put it in front of you today on purpose. And the cards showed us exactly why the High Priestess and the Star and the Wheel of Fortune showed us who you are. The knowing, the faith that stayed lit, the turn that's already happening. The Judgment card and the Eight of Wands showed us why right now. The preparation is complete. What was held is releasing, and it's coming fast. The Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups and the Empress showed us what's actually coming. Material, emotional, the full version of you on the other side of all of it. And the Lovers and the Four of Wands and the World showed us where you're going. Alignment, arrival, full circle, and the door that was locked opening. The keeping going being rewarded. The frequency only certain people can receive. The abundance through a channel that was always open. The private prayer becoming the public reality. God's fingerprints all over what looks like coincidence. All of it for one person. One reading. One specific 0.1%. And that person is you. Claim this, loves. Drop a comment and say, God put this here for me. And I am one of the ones God doesn't give up on. And my private prayer is becoming my public reality, because every word of that is true. And the purpose is becoming clear. Save this, share it today, and come back when the door opens. We want to be there when it does. If this resonated, please give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment and tell me what hit hardest. And if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a reading. Thank you so much for being here today. Take really good care of yourself. Keep the star lit. And remember, God put this here on purpose. And the purpose is you. This is Moonveil Tarot signing off. Bye, loves.